Leader Boehner, how do you think President Obama's speech will be received tonight by members of your party?
Well, I expect the president will do a marvelous job tonight. And I think our members will appreciate it as much as my Democrat colleagues and the American people. We've got an alien economy that we want to work with the president to fix. We want to help him deliver affordable health care to all Americans. We think that we can help the president move ourselves toward energy independence. And I think, as importantly, help him keep America safe.
You sound so conciliatory, so bipartisan right now, but many people might think that's not how the Republican Party has been behaving heretofore.
Well, Katie, I think that the debate that we've had over the last 3 or 4 weeks over how to stimulate the economy, we had a big disagreement. And the leaders on Capitol Hill certainly didn't follow the president's advice in terms of working in a bipartisan way to craft the stimulus bill. And as a result, we had a principled disagreement. But I believe that as the minority party here in Congress, when we disagree or when we have to disagree, it's our obligation to offer a better solution. And we did offer a better solution that would have created twice as many jobs at half the cost. We just believe there was too much wasteful spending in this bill that would do nothing to help create more jobs in America.
Do you think the Republicans are digging themselves in a hole by not being more supportive of the president's proposals?
I think that you've seen Republicans being very supportive of the president and his calls to work in a bipartisan fashion. I was at the White House summit yesterday, participated in a breakout session on Social Security, and it was clear that Republicans were glad that we were there. We thanked the president for holding this summit because the long-term fiscal crisis that we face has to be dealt with. And so you'll see us work with the president when we can find an agreement. But remember, there are going to be times when we disagree. And when we disagree, we're not going to just be the party of no. We're going to try to be the party of better solutions.
So when it comes to, there have been articles written, Leader Boehner, that the Republicans are going to, in essence, resurrect Newt Gingrich from the early 90s and block everything the administration tries to do in order to reshape your party's image. That's not true?
No, that's not true at all. I think what you're going to see us do is stand on our principles. We believe that the American people and small businesses ought to keep more of what they earn so that they can revive this economy much quicker than a lot of government spending. There's a lot of things where we can work with the administration if they'll work with us. The problem thus far has been the leaders, Democrat leaders here in Congress, have not really heeded the president's call to work in a bipartisan fashion to put these bills together in a way that includes ideas from both parties. I don't think either party has a lock on good ideas that'll help our economy and help our country move forward.
One high-ranking White House official told me today when it comes to Republicans on Capitol Hill, the administration plans to hug them until it hurts. If you hug back, your base will hate you, and if you don't hug back, the country will hate you. What's your reaction?
Well, I think, Katie, at the end of the day, what we have to do is what's in the best interest of the American people. You know, I didn't come to Congressman because I wanted to be a congressman. I came here to do my best for our country. And that's the important part. If we always keep in mind what's in the best interest of the American people, I think we'll get along just fine.
A recent CBS News poll shows that 53% of the American public fully backs the stimulus package. 63% of people we polled thought the Republican opposition to the stimulus package was for political reasons. So are you out of touch with the American people?
No, I think as this plan begins to unfold and people begin to see how some of this money is going to be spent, they're going to be as upset as we were. At the end of the day, we have an alien economy that needs help. And we applauded the president for moving quickly on dealing with the economy. It's just that the package that was put together here on Capitol Hill, in my opinion, didn't meet the requirements of creating more jobs and preserving jobs in America. And at the end of the day, we believe that allowing American families and small businesses to keep more of their hard-earned money would revive the economy and create more jobs and preserve jobs better than the plan that was developed here on Capitol Hill.
If that's the case, why are the Republican governors of both California and Florida supporting the Obama administration stimulus package? And why is then Charlie Crist enjoying a 72% approval rating in the state of Florida?
Well, listen, if you're a governor, you're in a little bit different situation. You have a constitutional amendment in most states where they have to have a balanced budget. You've got an economy that is ailing, and their revenues are plummeting quickly. And as a result, they're trying to find a way to grapple with their problems. And some governors are going to take the money, some aren't. Some are going to take part of the money, some aren't. Each of those governors is going to have to decide how best to deal with it. But at the end of the day, I think for what's good for America is good for Republicans and Democrats. And the fact that we have to stand on principle to defend the values that we believe in, of allowing American families, small businesses to keep their money to help revive our economy is something that we believe in. I used to run a small business. I know how this works, and I know how you to create jobs. And you don't create jobs by having a bunch of big government spending programs that will grow the government but do nothing about creating and preserving jobs in our country.
Meanwhile, President Obama says he wants to cut the deficit in half in 4 years. Do you believe that's realistic?
Well, the way they're growing the deficit this year, it shouldn't be much of a challenge, because I believe the deficit by the time we get to the end of the year is likely to be $1.5 to $2 trillion. And to have it over the next 4 years shouldn't be a big challenge. I think the goal, frankly, ought to be higher than that. We can't continue to pile debt on the backs of our kids and grandkids to think that we can buy our way to prosperity. This is not the kind of answer that most Americans want.
Finally, Utah Governor Jon Huntsman, who supports the stimulus package, told the Washington Times this morning, quote, "I don't even know the congressional leadership. I have not met them. I don't listen or read whatever it is they say because it is inconsequential completely." What do you make of those comments?
Listen, all these governors are busy running their states. I've not met Governor Huntsman myself. He's got challenges that he's got to deal with. And he's doing everything he can to do what's best for the state of Utah. What I'm trying to do as a leader of our party here in the House is to make sure that we're not just the party of no, that we are the party of better solutions. And over the course of this year, you'll see us offer solutions to help America move ahead, to make sure that we're becoming more energy independent, to make sure that every American has access to affordable health care. Those are the kind of things the American people want to see from us, and where we can work with the president, we're going to. But at times, we're not going to be able to work with him. And when we do, you're going to see us make sure that we put out what we think is a better solution for the American people.
House Minority Leader John Boehner. Leader Boehner, thanks so much.
Katie, thank you.